guys, got to send inspectors out, and and then kind of came to realize that, all right, when I buy a truck from Andy, it's going to be this level.
Mm-hmm.
Every truck will be. So don't go through the dog and pony show. I'm going to stand behind them. So it's just save time, hassle, and money. Because someone's got to pay for that shit.
$4.99 a truck.
Was that right? $4.99 a truck.
Yeah, like, man, if you can't go get your foot in the door at these fleets,
It's a tough deal to do, though, man. I'm just from my perspective. How long would you bang on me before I finally probably weakened up and sold you a truck?
Yeah, it was a little while, I'm sure.
I mean, it doesn't happen like that. I mean, something's got to go wrong with what you're doing. I mean, as the old saying goes, if it ain't broke, don't fix it,
Mm-hmm.
Until you just take a chance something doesn't work right. I mean, what happened to me, if you recall, I think I told you, I had a deal going. They committed to it and everything, and then they never funded it and just kind of went into the black hole and wouldn't return my calls or emails or nothing, and left me hanging on the deal. And that's when you came along. And
apparently some broker called them and said, oh, you left $10,000, $15,000 on those people. I said, what the hell are you talking about? I said, oh, yeah, we gave you $10,000 or $15,000 for that truck, man. Okay, and the guy's like, okay, well, send me $100,000 deposit. Like, I never heard a word from the guy again. And it's just like, that's just insane. But it's like the level that people will stoop to just to beat you out over a couple grand or 10 grand or whatever it is. But it brings me great joy knowing that those guys won't do it. Like, I busted my ass for years, just like you, man. I busted my ass for years to build up like a solid foundation of 10 or 15 people and built up cash. I mean, I remember my first $100,000 I made. Like, I was the happiest in the world. It took me like a year and a half to make my first $100,000. I was like, damn, I'm doing this wrong. But anyways, I did that, and finally I'm at a level now where I can send out a huge deposit, and I'm the guy now.
So, that's what you got to do, man.
Yeah.
That's right. I mean, the truck looks nice. I mean, you can tell it's been well maintained, but it's well worn. I mean, look at the seat on it. I mean, the seat's trash. I mean, it needs a new seat. And someone's going to put some money into it here pretty quick. I mean,
How much you think, Jared?
but we know how to blend red. That's kind of what we do is red, and if those two aren't available, we'll do red.
Yes.
Hey there, Andy Owens here, CEO, manager of A&M Transport located in Glendale, Oregon. We're a regional carrier working out throughout Oregon, Washington, California, Nevada, Arizona. And out of our fleet, we run a dry van fleet, which is the largest percentage of our trucks. But we also operate flatbeds and curtain vans, or tongliners. My dad bought our first truck in 1972. Actually, it was Christmas Eve 1972 when he brought that truck home, and the only thing that would have made that better if he would have told my mom he was doing it first. But it turned out okay. Kind of a quiet Christmas that year, but it turned out well from the many years following. And my dad's still involved in our business. Myself, my two sisters are involved, and then now my son, my daughter, nephews, nieces, still involved in the business. So we have an active 3 generations going here still. As I mentioned, we order buy 25 trucks a year, all Freightliner Cascadias, and up until the last couple of years, I was trying to market those trucks on my own, third-party end users, what have you, just having a struggle to get rid of my surplus. And then I stumbled into Zach. Back then he was a stockyard, now he's TruckVin. I have to tell you, there isn't a better guy to deal with in this truck business on the used truck side than Zach and his entire crew. It's simple. I mean, he doesn't, once you establish a protocol with him on what he's looking for in his trucks, stay with that protocol and Zach will take care of you. There's not a lot of hassle with funding, not a lot of hassles on price. I feel like he pays me what's fair and maybe sometimes a little above market, just to take care of us. But very, very workable guy, very honest guy, and with lots of integrity. So, you know, if you're looking for someone to work with you on your used trucks, you know, to surplus out some equipment, consider using the TruckVin crew, because they've got their act together and they know what they're doing, and they're fair.
Call my ranch hand and see if he's out and about, see where they're at.
I'll tell you what, two weeks ago, all these trees right here that were kind of heavy looking.
Yeah.
They still had leaves on them, but they were all yellow.
Oh.
We made the whole place, and up on the mountainside, we made those maple trees scattered around here and there. Like, if you look across at that mountain over there, all that dark green, you have some bright.
Yeah.
You don't remember that? I was paying you top dollar for your used trucks.
What?
What?
Who's gonna do what? Steal some more trucks? We haven't changed one box out. Shit. 2 years? Maybe longer than that. I mean, it used to be when it hit 500,000, it went.